What's up, guys? So this is my top 10 video for the month of October. When I tell you the year is going by so fast, now there have been some months this year that I felt like were very long, but the month of October went by pretty quickly for me. So I want to share my top 10 most used items for the month of October. I had a really good time in October. I went to Las Vegas. You guys will see in my last vlog if you haven't seen it already. I may do a haul at the end of the next video, so you guys may see this get up twice. I'm here for my top 10 and I'm going to record kind of like the state of shopping. I don't want to say luxury shopping, just shopping in general will probably be my next video. And in that video I will probably share my Vegas haul. I only purchased 4 things. 2 items was a set from Sandro, so technically 3 things, but I just want to talk about like my experiences the last couple of months and like where I think fashion is going. This is my little 2 cents in my little corner over here of the internet, but let's get into my top 10. So one of my first items on my top 10 list is going to be my Sam Edelman loafers. So you guys know loafers are kind of like the thing for this fall. It looks really cute with like bubble skirts, pleated skirts, skirts for work, whatever. So I've been wearing them a ton. I am in the market for a second pair. I'm not sure which pair yet. If you followed my Tory Burch, I think I did a vlog week before last that had this Tory Burch event, and I showed these really great loafers in there, and they had this really pretty green color and this also really pretty like brownish color. So neither one of those are anything similar to these loafers here, but I'm thinking about a secondary pair. I wear these a lot to work with jeans, with pants, like a straight leg denim. They're just so comfy and they're so cute. So these are number 1 for this month, and they're so fall-like, so it's perfect for like October. The next item is going to be my mesh boots from Dillard's. I took these with me to Las Vegas. And if you guys know anything about Las Vegas, there's a ton of walking. Even if you're going from your hotel room down to the lobby to go to dinner, that can be a journey depending on what hotel you're in. And I wore these pretty much with everything. I did not do a lot of get ready with me outfits because number 1, I enjoyed my vacation, and we had to switch hotels, which kind of threw things off. My sinuses got a little messed up. I am very cigarette smoke has its times with me where like it really bothers me, and other times I'm fine with it. So this time, I don't know what it was, maybe the time of year, the season, with me coming from the DMV, which is in fall, and going to a warmer weather climate like Las Vegas, all of that just didn't mesh together. But I just got very puffy and very, sinusy. So I will probably do a get ready with me, showing some of those outfits I had in mind, but it just didn't work. However, when I did do any outfits, these boots were like number 1, and I wore them pretty much the whole time. They were easy to walk in. Of course, it's warmer weather, so they were very breathable because they're mesh. And I felt like, well, this is the best time to wear it. Get the wear in now before it gets too cold here in the DMV, and I can't wear a mesh boot out in the 30-degree weather, right? But these were so comfortable and easy to walk in the whole time. A++, I highly recommend, and they're wide calf friendly. The next boot on the list is going to be my Vince Camuto boots. I just got these in. They're definitely giving me this Khloe vibe. If you guys been watching the runway, y'all know Khloe kind of like made a resurgence, the brand, and these like, I would say boho chic styles are in, and these boots are perfect for that, because if you look at one of the Khloe designs, they kind of like tuck the dress inside of one of the boots. I have not been wearing the boots in that way because, again, that's not my aesthetic. I'm not saying I can't try something similar, and I have an idea in mind, but that's just not my vibe. So I'm not going too deep into a rabbit hole with that. But if you are into that design and you are into boho chic, these boots are going to be perfect. They're so comfortable. I wear these a lot of times to work with long dresses, a blazer. It's just simple and easy. You don't really get to see the boot, but because they're so comfortable, and I can wear them like all day long. Now, with that being on my leg all day, I did ride into work in the boot, worked all day, and drove home. By the time I was headed home, and it's about an hour to hour and a half drive depending on traffic, I was over it. But that was a long time to have a thigh boot on. But it wasn't uncomfortable. I think my legs were just over it at that point. Also, driving for that long period of time, a sneaker can get on your nerves, okay? So, all in all, I think these are my top 3 shoes for October right now. Have been loving them. They've been very easy. I wish I had more versatility, but, and I also said it in that vlog for Vegas, I had a lot of black. I've been collecting a lot of black. I did buy one tan item of all the things I bought when I was in Vegas, but I don't know, I'm just a black girl. I don't know. A black girl that likes black stuff, so it is what it is. The next item is going to be this Ann Taylor belt, and I will do a close-up of this belt. So you guys know, if you see these 3 prongs here, very simplistic belts are hot right now. Y'all know we went through the logo phase with the Gucci belts, the Hermes belts, the whoever belts, right? Now we're in a stage of like some simplicity, and I did not want to spend the money on the Madewell belt that is very close to this, okay? The Madewell belt I think is about maybe $80, and I had my hand on one. I needed one size up, and I was this close to purchasing it. Something told me to go into Ann Taylor Loft, and voila, I went in and I found this belt for $40, and I think it's really great if you don't want to spend, you know, $80, which is not terribly expensive, but it ain't cheap, okay? The only thing it's missing is it doesn't have that gold tab here, but nonetheless, it still gives the look, it still gives what's needed. So when I've been needing a gold belt this last month, this is what I've been pulling for. I always give you guys a bag that I've been pulling for more than any of the others. And here's the thing. It's not that I don't wear other bags. This is just the bag that has like come back up in my wardrobe, or something that like I noticed I carried a lot this month. And for this month, it's going to be my Chanel expandable bag. This bag has so much versatility to it. It went with me also to Vegas because I can wear it as a shoulder strap when I have a lot of things, but I can also wear it as a clutch bag. And so I've worn it at least 7 or 8 times this month alone. And it's one of those bags in my wardrobe that will go on the shelf for like 2 months and I don't pull for it. And then all of a sudden it's like back like it never left. And so this bag, I've had it now for probably at least 5 years, I believe. And I got it from Fashion File. This is a bag you can definitely find on the resale market for a very good price. I would need to check my history on Fashion File, but I think I paid around $1,400-1,500 for this bag, and you still can find them for that price. You cannot find it with gold hardware. That's been very difficult because I now want a second one, but I want it in black with gold hardware, blue possibly with gold hardware, or a tan caramel color. That would probably be my preference, and I very rarely see it in caramel, period. Up next is bubble skirts, bubble dresses. In particular, I'm going to put up this Urban Revival skirt. You guys have seen it 1,000 times, but it is really a good skirt. Like, not for nothing, there are certain things you see online and you're like, oh, everyone has it, everyone has this. This is a really good skirt, and I like the fact that I bought it in the brown color in an extra large. It does run rather small. I sized up for the black to a 2XL. It's the right amount of length. Like, it's not too short. It's very age appropriate, where you can get in with the trend at a very decent price point. I believe it's like $41 on Urban Revival. And then it comes in now, I think, like 5 different colors. Bubble skirts, that's pretty much all I took to Las Vegas. That's probably another reason why I didn't show a lot of Get Ready With Me's, because I felt like it was the same outfit on repeat, but done a different way. But this skirt, like, got me through. I think I wore this skirt twice while I was there. One with like a sweatshirt to dinner, and the other time with a more like a sheer shirt. But it's just a very, very good skirt. And I feel like I said, it's the age appropriateness for me. I have a few other bubble items I got from Fashion Nova, but this skirt by far, top tier. If you're in the market for one, I say get it. Go ahead and size up. That's going to help it with it falling a little bit longer, and that way it's not too short. My brown one, it fits. It's just a little short, and you know, with black, the great thing about black, you can put it on with like an opaque tight, and it just tones it down so much because you're not getting so much leg. Okay, so let's get into like the beauty things. So I mentioned to you guys about the Centaur Supreme by that I got from Ulta. I think the brand is like Gourmand or something like that. Well, I was in Marshall's earlier this month and I found this scent here. And when I tell you, I need to go back and purchase the rest of them, because I want to say this fragrance in Ulta is $25, but in Marshall's it was $12.99, right? And it's called Cell Caramel. So what's funny is I smelled it on obviously lifted it up, you know, did this, and I'm like, oh, this smells nice. It smells like something, but I can't figure out what the something is. It keeps skipping me, right? I put it on in the store, and at first spray I was like, oh, it smelled like caramel. I smelled like a caramel latte, a sweet caramel latte, right? But you often hear people say, wait for the dry down. So I went around the store, did some other stuff, and I'm like, is that me? This smells amazing. So I went back and I picked it up. I only got the one because I thought, okay, maybe, maybe I was tripping. Maybe it's not that good. No, this is good. I've been wearing it since I got it. Funny enough, I want to mix it with Byredo. So I usually would put on my Byredo lotion. And then I would add this as the scent. It's good, guys. It really is good. And I mean, at $12.99, again, these are 25 in Ulta, but if I can find any around this price point online, I will link them below, but I'll also link the Ulta ones. This is really good. So if you're in your local TJ Maxx, Marshalls, take a look for this. It's called Cell Caramel. Love it. The next scent I think I talked about last month is going to be the Montel. I can't give up on it. Like, I'm going to purchase it again at some point. I haven't needed to because I have a ton of other scents I want to get through. But by far, it is my most complimented scent. I almost want to say ever. I think I posted it last month. I had a few people message me to say, well, sometimes scents, I guess, as they sit, because I've had this now, I think, for 3 years. As they sit, it can get better. So I'm not sure if that's what happened, because when I first bought this, nobody cared. Like, I didn't get any compliments. And I'm just saying, no, I got a few, but not like now. I almost cannot wear this without someone saying, you smell good, every single time. So I don't know, but I'm going to repurchase it at some point once I run out. But this is still on my list, still wore it a lot in October. So the next thing is going to be beauty, but it's going to deal with hydration. Okay, not being thirsty, okay? So you guys have seen this EOS lotion probably all down your timeline as well in the different scents. I went down a rabbit hole. I said, you know what? I used to use EOS back in the day. I think they had like a lip balm that came in a circular thing and you would like put on your lips. It was real cute. I said, oh, I haven't never tried their lotion. So I picked this up, but then I had been noticing like the girls spraying that Aveeno on them, on their bodies. And I thought, okay, that's not pricey, but I love the Palmer's coconut oil. So I mixed these two together. Now I purchased this to go with me to Vegas because, again, I'm showing a lot of leg, a lot of arm, a lot of thigh. So I wanted to look very hydrated without being oily. And I thought these two would make a great combination. And my goodness, they did. So this is the Palmer's coconut oil formula with vitamin E. This is the coconut hydrate body oil, and I mix it in with this. Now, if I'm being honest, part of this is me being a little lazy, okay? Because something about lotion is tedious to me, especially at nighttime. When you come out of the shower, I literally want to get out the shower and get into the bed. I don't feel like spending 30 minutes lathering myself up with lotion, right? With these two combined, this kind of helps hydrate but also thin out the formula that I feel like it rubs in a lot more easier. And then this doesn't have an overwhelming scent, which I love. So I'm not clashing two things together. I still get I have cozy, fresh and cozy for this one. I love it for bedtime. It just doesn't have too much of an overbearing scent. And so these two together are just like perfect. So this has been my hydration station for this month. And the last and final item is probably a cheat, which is going to be, I think I told you guys I was going to put in the Airbrush Flawless setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. 10 out of 10 out of 10. And because this is the same category, they're both setting sprays, I've also added this Power Grip setting spray by e.l.f. And I also want to say the Power Grip Primer. So I'm cheating a little bit. So it's still 10. They're kind of all in the same category though. Okay, so I love this. This is not cheap. Charlotte Tilbury wants her coin, okay? And as somebody who wasn't a setting spray girl before, I'm like, oh, I'm getting a little bit low. So I said, you know what? Let me try this e.l.f. Power Grip. I heard a lot about it. I love the Power Grip primer, so why not? So how I've been using these is, this is for when I need stamina. When I'm going somewhere and I'm going to be there for hours, I'm not coming home for 7, 8, 9 hours, and I need my makeup to stay, I go in with this. And I noticed I was using this for like going out to dinner and coming home within 2 hours and washing my face. I think that's a waste when it comes to this because this works very well. Now, it's not Armor. I feel like the one size is probably a lot better. I haven't tried it, but this is very good. I've used it going to work, hanging out, and my makeup still is in place. Love it. And this, again, for me, is for the no makeup girlies, or the girls that's not way like too made up. This has good staying power. There are others that I feel like are like concrete and your makeup will not move. I'm not in the need for that just yet. This is perfect for that. Now, what I do, though, is for this one, this is more my everyday. If we're going out to a quick dinner, if I'm going to go run errands, if I'm going to be out for just a few hours, and I don't want to waste up my Charlotte Tilbury that is a little bit more expensive, this has come in clutch, okay? So I purchased this. I wouldn't say... I'm adding setting spray in general as a general category for my top 10. I've only used this probably about 5 times. So the verdict on this alone is still out, if that makes sense. So basically part of my top 10 is this being setting spray. But the use of this so far, so good. So hopefully next month I'll come back and let you guys know. But it's been working. I wear it to work. My makeup is still there if I'm just running out. I also think this will work well. I'm going to become a part-time Pilates housewife. I plan on in the near future. And I think this will work if I'm going to go work out, but I don't want my, to do too much with my makeup. I think this would be perfect. So setting spray and primer is a category within itself. That is part of my top 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this month's top 10. I will have everything I can linked below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.